Right, let's get straight to what's required of us. We're given this implicit function. Okay, asks us to show that dy dx is equivalent to this rational expression. Obviously, we need to derive this or differentiate it implicitly. I'm just going to deal with the right hand side first because it's the easiest. So differentiating 8, a constant, is going to be 0. And now back to left hand side, x cubed, going to be 3x squared. And here 3y squared, you get 3y squared. Y cubed, you get 3y squared. But because it's a dependent variable, you have to add a dy dx. And now for 3xy squared, you have to be careful. We're going to use the product rule, and I put brackets to make it more relevant. You see that right there, I'm doing the product rule within here. And so I'm going to use uv. You kind of assume that u is like your 3x and v is like your y squared, right? So u dv dx is going to be 3x times 2y dy dx, and then v du dx, so I'm going to get y squared times 3. The outcome is this thing here. Now if you rearrange this, you'll find that dy dx is indeed 3x squared. You get negative 3x squared here, 3y squared, negative 3y squared when you rearrange to the right side. Done, and of course if you collect this and then group them carefully, you will have 3y squared plus 6xy. So about is done. And the second part asks you to find equation of tangent. And so at the point 02 we can determine the slope, and the slope is determined by substituting this the values into dy dx. So we let x be 0, subtract y be 2, and you discover that this is actually negative 1. Now move up here, right? And I just continue. It's just going to use y minus y1, this formula, x minus x1 equal to y, using that formula. And so we have y2 here, this is x, sorry, 1, and finally the equation is y equals to negative x plus 2. Right, it's pretty straightforward. Moving on to here. Okay, this is a bit complicated, but just as long as you're careful. So we want to deal with this part here. To find the points where tangent is vertical. Now, when would that happen? And think about this: when tangent is vertical, means that you have a curve, something like this, and you draw a sketch a tangent to a certain point. You get the tangent. The tangent is vertical to the horizontal, and vertical line, actually the slope of a vertical line is infinite. In other words, the dy dx is undefined. Right, the slope is infinite because we talk about the slope being infinite, so dy dx is undefined. And so dy dx is undefined. That means this thing here, negative 3x squared minus 3y squared, the one we got in A, is undefined when something takes place. And what that is, think about it, right? You recall that if you take a number, say a, you divide by 0, you punch this into the calculator, you would see what math error and so on. So that you see that because this is a situation where it is undefined. And so this is undefined when the denominator is 0. So this expression is undefined when 3y squared minus plus 6xy is undefined because the denominator is 0. And we can solve this now. You get 2 here, you get y equals to 0. From here you get y equals to negative 2x. So let's work with this one first. Well, y equals 0. When y equals to 0, now don't forget this is our original curve. We have y plus 0 cubed plus 3x 0 squared equals to 8. Or we have x cubed equals 8. In other words, we only look at the real solution. X must be 2. So we have a point. A point here is 2, 0. Right? Now, when y equals to negative 2x, from right here, right? You take note of this right here. And so we're going to substitute this into the curve. We get x cubed plus negative 2x cubed and so on, 3x and negative 2x squared. And if you expand this carefully, cube, and this is 12x cubed, and finally you end up with this. We got 8, 5, and so you need a calculator to help us. We get one. Okay, so this is a cube root. Should be this cube. Oh, I don't need to. Directly cube root of 8. Let me see that. 8 over 5. And so it's approximately 1.17. And that means this is approximately 1.17, 3 significant figures. And so we'll have y equal to negative 2x with negative 2.34. And so the points are 2, 0 and 9.17 and negative 2.34. These 2 points are where the tangent, their tangents are going to be vertical. So I hope you try these questions and other questions from the past years, and all the best.